Murray, one small thing.
Yeah.
When you bring me out, can you introduce me as Joker?
What's wrong with your real name?
That's what you called me on the show. A Joker. Do you remember?
Absolute chills. Hi, my name is Soraya, and the movie that I've chosen for my recommendation speech is The Joker. It's a movie that was released in October of 2019. It's 2 hours and 2 minutes long. It's a genre of drama / thriller. Some people might even say that it's action. It is the most controversial movie of 2019, starring Joaquin Phoenix, and it has a lot of award nominations, such as the Academy Award for the Best Actor, the Best Music, and the best movie overall of the whole year of 2019. And I will explain to you the following reasons on why this movie should be on your top list. So let's go over the main points on why this is the best movie. Apart from it being controversial in 2019, it's all because of whether the Joker is the bad guy or the good guy, and we're going to talk about that. So Brian Yu, this movie is 18 plus. It does have a little bit of bloody violence, some brief sexual images, but it's very brief. And then we're going to go over on why this movie is based off of a mature audience. So it's based off a mature audience because the people who watch this movie are to be aware of what mental illness is, what violence is to an extent, whether you know the difference that this is a movie and not real life. A second thing, or another point, is that this movie is extended on perspective, on how you take what has happened to the Joker compared to what he has done to others. So there's a little bit of maturity or understood about that. So let's get that point through just to make sure. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, let me explain to you what perspective means in this movie. This movie begins with Arthur Fleck, who is the main character of the movie, and it starts with his life. You're going to learn who he is. You're going to learn why he becomes the Joker, why they even call him Joker in the first place. It will be put on a perspective that this character is meant to be fall in love with, in a way of you understand his intuition to defend himself or to open his mouth on when something's bothering him or why he may have anger issues. So that's why this audience is based on perspective, and it has a lot of messages on how he reacts to the situation, how he includes himself in the situation, and how he drowns himself in that situation to make sure that he's doing the right path or the right decision. Acts. So apart from that, is that now that we've gone over that, there are 5 main messages that are seen in this movie, or 5 themes in the movie. Without, of course, doing any spoilers, I will explain to you what those messages are. Starting with number 1, self-pity. The Joker will begin with him mentioning his problems to you, the audience, or showing you the problems. And you will notice how he tries to get you on his side, or wants to give you that self-pity. The second message in this movie is self-awareness. He is aware of what he is doing. He is aware of who he is. He's aware that he may be different from others. He is aware that people are making fun of him, or that he is going to be bullied in this movie. And third message in this movie is control. He wants to be in control of what's going on to him, and he wants to control what's going to happen to him in every situation. Okay, and then the fourth reason, or the fourth theme, would be he's blindsided. He is trying so hard to be a comedian. He knows he wants to make it, but deep inside, he also is realistic that maybe he's not that funny, and maybe that people will just decide that he will not become a comedian. And the reason for that would be because he has cringy humor or behavior. The last one would be glamorizing himself. He is aware of what he does in a matter of that will make him laugh, but will not consider other ones, or other people, to notice that it's actually wrong on why he laughs at the things that he does. And overall, this movie is so amazing. There is not one scene that I have hated. There is not one scene where I would have changed. Everything was perfect. It's very confusing, though, when it gets to the end. overall, this movie is just amazing. The reason why the end is so great is because you are satisfied. You are finally getting the answers you need. It is a movie that builds up. I don't know if you guys ever seen those movies, but it builds up. Like, you're watching it and you're like, okay, I get it, but where's the good stuff coming? But then it kind of like falls into place. It's that type of movie. And it's actually a movie you kind of want to pay attention to too. There's a lot of details on the way he walks, the way he grabs stuff, the way he looks at you or looks at a character, the way that he may speak in a certain format. There are, well, it's not much a spoiler, but there are parts in the beginning of the movie where he may physically hurt himself or hurt things or like people, like not exactly people, but items, like such as kicking things or throwing things. And the way that he kind of does that is not kind of normal, you would say. It does it in a way like if he's trying to get his anger out on those things. Another thing is his smile. The smile is the killer of this movie. It's literally links up to the perspective. Like, that smile will make you like double guess yourself on whether you consider this person the good guy of the movie or the bad guy. Like, you will look at that smile and be like, how can this person look happy, be normal, be okay, try to ignore all that's bad that's going on in his life, yet overall it's just amazing how he takes care of that. And in the end, yes, he may have a mask, but he's actually revealing his true self. And this movie is just amazing. I'm honestly speechless at this point. Joaquin Phoenix absolutely did an amazing job. You believe this character, that they're real. I believe that he's somewhere in New York, living there, and truly did do what he did in the movie. And overall, this movie is controversial because they really glamorize a villain. They really make you think about Batman and the Joker and whether Batman is actually the bad guy here and not the Joker. And yeah, overall, I really recommend this movie. You will not regret it. There's not even going to be a moment where you're going to grab your phone. You're going to want to stay with your eyes on the movie. I mean, you kind of have to. There's a lot of hidden messages. You need to make sure that your eyes are wide awake and you're paying attention. And I hope you guys enjoy this movie. Let me know if you do watch it, please. It's my favorite movie. And yeah, it will give you absolute chills. Thank you for your time.